Hi, it's Micky Dolenz here. You're listening to Inspirado Projecto.
So we have 31 minutes until we have to get the clothes. And I was thinking about this as I was looking at the Quaker Oats container, which I've always admired because it's like a small silo. It's kind of a silo, right? And isn't that where they keep the oats in the silo? So I was thinking about this. You see the Quaker Oats guy on there. But who is he? And I thought, wouldn't that be cool if we did a movie about the Quaker Oats guy? Growing up, his whole family, everything he's going through, everything. And so it's sort of like the story of Quaker Oats. Oh, dude, check this out. Sounds like there's an acting class going on next door. Hold on. So intriguing how many talented folks live in this complex. So interesting. So it's a Quaker Oats guy. It's his whole life. And so maybe you could get Quaker Oats to sponsor it. Wouldn't that be cool? We get Quaker Oats to sponsor it. And there it is. It's like basically a big infomercial for Quaker Oats, but we're not presenting it as such. And it's just all about, the healthiness. Now, I don't know who Quaker Oats is affiliated with, who they're associated with, and I don't know all their ethical practices. If it's their ethical practices are not so good. See, these are things I want to take into consideration if I'm going to be aligning myself with the creation of things. I want it stemming from a place of authenticity. Real, raw. The pulse of truth. The pulse of now. The amplification of imagination. The manifestation of the dream nation. Of the dream creation. Wow. Of the awesome affiliation. Wouldn't that be cool? The awesome affiliation. Welcome to the awesome affiliation. You are now officially affiliated with the now official. You are officially. Awesome affiliate. You are officially affiliated with the now. Oh, okay. You are now affiliated. You are now officially affiliated with the awesome affiliation. You are now officially affiliated with the awesome affiliation. So something like that. It doesn't have to be Quaker Oats, but that's what popped into my brain. I was sitting there thinking, Quaker Oats. We show the whole life. We show all the good that comes out of eating oats. There you have it. There you have it. I want to see a documentary with the sports stars who have their own shoe lines, their own clothing lines. I want to see a documentary following these guys through the process of how their clothes and how their shoes are made. How their watches are made, whatever it may be. And a documentary film crew following these guys. Michael Jordan, here's how your Air Jordans are made. Meet Lil Timothy, he's 5. Meet Jeremiah, he's 9. Meet Sally, she's turning 11. Are they in school? No, they're making your shoes. Oohs. But don't worry, we're giving them competitive wages. 5 cents a day, that's a whole nickel. Michael, think about it, it's a whole nickel. 5 of those, think about it, Michael. 5 of those, they add up to 25 cents a whole quarter. A whole stinking quarter, Michael. A quarter. You could play an arcade game, even a pinball game if you go to the right kind of arcade for a whole quarter, Michael. Yeah, I see your point. And then think about this, Michael. After a time, that adds up to $1, man. Only 4 of those quarters. That adds up to $1 whole dollar, Michael. Think about it, man. Please. For the love of ethics, wrap your brain around this thing, man. If you can shoot a 3-pointer by traveling through the sky, levitating from the 3-point line, then certainly, Michael, you could wrap your magic brain around this concept. So you're telling me that they're making my shoes? Oh, Michael, don't focus on the fact that they're children. No, I'm just asking if they're making my shoes. Are these kids making my shoes? Oh my God, Michael, they're making art. Are you trying to tell me that your Air Jordans are not art? Michael, are you trying to hurt my feelings? Are you trying to tell me that these shoes are making are not art? Well, you giving them 5 cents a day, and they're children. These are children. Michael, these are future adults, man. These are future adults, man. I mean, look. Just look at the unemployment rates in America, right? I mean, look at the unemployment rates. Anybody would envy this, man. We're giving them jobs, man. Giving them responsibility. I mean, think about it, Michael. Parents give their kids chores, right? They're out there mowing a lawn. They're out there watering the rose bushes. Think about it, Michael. This is an allowance. We're giving these children an allowance to play with art, man. Think about it, man. How much are you making off of each shoe? Oh, never you mind, Michael. Never you mind. How much are you making off of the shoe? Oh, never you mind, Michael. Never you mind. So these kids, they're not outside playing. They're not. It seems kind of tired. Thank you for the handkerchief. Seems a little dioxide-y, monoxide-y. Jeez, I'm getting lightheaded. How do these? Well, Is this a safe environment? It feels like the. Ooh, whoa. What's in this water? What'd you put in this water, man? Whoa. Hey, Charlie. Looks like we got ourselves a new employee, man. What?
And I still do drugs, and I still...
I'm going to record your words of wisdom.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Because no one else gets to hear this.
So... Oh, I like how this... I lost my train of thought now. Are you guys...
Teenagers running the world.
Teenagers. Okay, so they got this thing. They got this thing they're doing. It's called the New Green Deal.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to be, like, massive reform. Which needs to happen. Like, for example, dollar stores should be completely banned and illegal. And things should not be governed by price, but carbon footprint. And whatever object you have in your life, you can total it up, and what is the carbon footprint? If you're over the limit, then there's consequences. And if you have certain amounts of money, there's consequences. If there's an excess problem, then it needs to be reprimanded. And that's where I agree. I think that the 1% in this country should all be jailed. I think that what they do on a daily basis is immoral. And I think the fact that they let the rest of the country die in poverty while claiming to say that we are the strongest nation in the world, and actually we have the authority to go to your country and reform it for you too. And we'll teach our children that they all create genocides in these other countries, in Rwanda and Germany, and we are good law-abiding citizens. These Native Americans really, they deserved it. They had really dangerous weapons like arrows, and were like really ferocious with their hordes of buffalo. It was way too frightening for us.
So in protest to that, the 15-year-olds are staying locked in their rooms.
All of it's a problem. The 15-year-olds don't even fucking realize that problem. I mean, I realize that because I'm from New Mexico, and I was raised on reservations and friends on reservations, and have witnessed what it's like to live in a genocide, and what it's like to see people forced to live in a location that they cannot leave, that they have been given, just like they gave the Jews concentration camps to live in. They're a lot smaller, and the situations were a little bit more extreme. But ours are kind of romantic. Like, we're gonna give you like this beautiful countryside, and then we're going to like kill all of the things that you have to live off of, but we'll give you flour and water. and we'll give you gambling and alcohol, and we'll give you like greed and like every quality that we were pretty much forced out of our native countries, because God, like, that just sounds like awful, right? Who would ever want to fucking be neighbors with those people? Of course they fucking said, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of my country. Leave, you motherfucker. Get the fuck out of here. The Rothschilds, those people are despicable. The Morgans, the Stanleys, the Carnegies, I can fucking go on and on about American, the Rockefellers, the Gettys here in LA. They're all a bunch of fucking one-percenters, the original one-percenters, that have bred a whole generation of one-percenters that make great cities like Los Angeles and New York City. And fucking everything else is fallen in between. I mean, the good cities are still there. Kansas City, fucking Philadelphia. I mean, Philadelphia is a weird place because it had the extreme elitism, but it actually fell from the, fall of the Great Depression and the Great Recession and the fucking, what are we calling it now? The Great Starvation. We should start calling it the Great mass suicide. The greatest mass suicide in history. I mean, most people don't realize that human beings actually lived through one ice age, and only 4% of us 4% of living things on this planet made it through the first ice age. 4%. And humans were part of that 4%. Okay? Actually made it through the ice age by going into caves and chilling out and making art and being like, holy shit. We're fucking making art.
Fire.
We're discovering fire. We're discovering painting. We're discovering the better things in life. The cold really makes us who we are. And it's happening again. And we're going now into another ice age. This is called the mini ice age. And it will be starting in the next 10 years. And we'll see not a rise in climate, but we'll see a huge reduction in climate. And we will see we'll see snowfall so catastrophic that people never even fucking... Here in Los Angeles, all these buildings, anything coastal is going to get so much moisture. We're talking hundreds and hundreds of feet of snow. So anything coastal is not good, because that is going to cause wind and blow that, and we're talking sub temperatures, 70 degrees under.
So what are the teenagers doing concerning all this?
They're going to be the only ones that live.
What are they doing? You're saying they're protesting and like, what are they?
They're preparing. They're preparing and basically telling their parents, like, you're going to die. I mean, you probably will die too. I may die. I'm not going to, though. And I'm working with these children, and I'm living in Luxembourg, and that's why I work on, political agendas of these 15-year-olds.
Cool.
And I'm getting on board with them. Fuck them too. I'm totally with them. And if they want to tell me what to do, I'll listen. Because I won't listen to them. I'm a terrorist to them.
Well, listen, we got to bust out of here now. But
guys,
it was a pleasure meeting you.
I'm having a thing here Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Cool.
You guys should come by.
What kind of thing?
I'm calling it a studio love affair.
Mm-hmm.
An art fair for artists and alike. No dealers allowed.
Beautiful.
Okay? And we're going to have food and good wine and conversations about art. And I'll have art for sale. And I can talk to you about my art or other absurd.
Where can people find you on Instagram or anything?
I have a digital flyer that I'm passing out. If you want, I'll text it to you.
Yeah. Well, just for those who want to hear this is going to go on my podcast. So where can people be directed to find you?
Okay, so they can find me at Crockett Bottleson at iCloud.com.
Hey, can please just really enunciate that good.
Okay, so I'll tell you my full name and meaning. My name is legally David Adrian Bottleson Jr., which actually translates in Swedish and Hebrew. The beloved one born by the sea, son of the executioner.
Damn, son of the executioner.
Junior, the second.
Not even the first.
So you can see why I go by Crockett, Crockett.
Crockett.
I was
Oh, yeah.
raised by my granddad, who was the true John Wayne frontiersman. He taught me how to make my own bullets, tie my own flies,
Wow.
kill my own food. He's the real deal, and he is the kind of focal point of this new film that I'm directing. And I'm going to Sweden to be on this show where I reclaim my heritage and reclaim who I really am. Because my message for all of Americans and the world is that we're all from somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay? And if you follow your lineage and you find out where you're from, there's going to be answers and clues. And that is going to lead you to a really cool place. And you'll start realizing that this world is a lot more magical and has a lot more intrinsic value than what we really give it, which is monetary value. And we say that, the stock's up or the stock's down. No, the stock's always up. You're always living. You're always a legacy. We are living, breathing legacies of people that fought to be here. We are part of the 4% that fucking saved themselves and in caves.
Well,
That's
and
amazing.
added to that, we are actually the sperm that made it to the egg, which I think is the hugest lottery of all.
There you go, and it goes down all the way to the macro level, where there was thousands of your possibilities, and it's all. That's why I believe in numbers.
That was the
and-
biggest fight that anybody ever had to go through, trying to get to that egg.
Absolutely,
Those
Absolutely.
freaking tentacle things that come out and try to catch them. And
Well, and then before that, there was all these nuances of one person being drunk and being kind of possibly aggressive, or how did that even actually happen that those two people could find the commonality to come together and procreate? Is quite magnificent.
Yeah.
It's
and it goes all the way down the line. Our grandparents could have died before they gave birth to our parents, and blah, 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 all the way down the line. There's so many things. Someone could have gotten eaten by a buffalo. I mean, it's just that stuff just astounds the hell out of me.
Well, I mean, in on the big scale, our planet used to be part of two planets, our moon, and they orbited around each other. And one day, the moon hit Earth and knocked Earth on a 23-degree axis. It's that 23-degree axis what caused the planet to melt and caused the planet to have a North Pole and a South Pole and a Arctic sphere and an Antarctic sphere and this middle jet stream, and then you have this moon that's revolving around it. There's no other moon in our solar system that is so close to a planet, that is as big as a planet, that actually has a magnetic pull on a planet. So so when people are so amazed and want to go out and try to find water, you got to also find a moon. You have to find a planet that is tilted 23 degrees. You have to find a planet that is tilted 23 degrees, has a moon, and far enough from the sun that it's all going to work. We start talking about a lot of possibilities there that start seeming pretty unlikely, right? So if there is life out there, it's probably us. It's probably some descendants of us. I've always thought there's
And
probably,
also our creators,
there's
the
probably
Anunnaki,
a whole
for
world
instance.
under Venus.
Yeah.
I think Venus has the mysteries underneath the clouds, but we can't go there because it's too far. And we go to Mars instead, which I don't think there's any answers at Mars, because Mars is next in line to be Earth.
They're going to find a lot of interesting stuff there, aren't they? Well, listen, we got to bust out of here, but it was a pleasure meeting you. And
Pleasure meeting
once
you.
again, say the name of the spot where the people can...
Okay, so
Yes.
this is Crockett Bottleson, 2 T's, like Davy, Bottleson, like bottle, and son. And I will be here from 2 to 5, speaking my mind and willing to hear yours. There will be food and refreshments, and it's not a party. It's not. No free booze. I think I'll provide healthy drinks like sparkling water and water.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Crockett himself.
All right, you guys.
Take care.
Nice meeting all of you.
So, today's episode of Inspirado Projecto, today is 18th, by the way. I'm down to 7% battery. We'll see how far we can get with this. So, we just did our episode. I'm on my way home now. And another magical show. Another magical show. When I get home, I sent myself the file, today's file. So, I forgot a photo of us. I forgot a photo of us. That's usually the thing I like to do. Well, okay, so Mike Schlie was there talking about all the interesting findings on Mars. And also the Wizard of LA popped by at around, we had a long show today. I think it went till about 2, 3, 4, yeah. And normally it's an hour, but this time it was almost, it was 3 or 4 hours. I can't remember if we got out of there right before 5. Might have been right before 5. So, what's interesting was, Mike and I are talking, and the Wizard didn't say whether he would actually show up or not. But he did with a woman named Lee, who is an artist. And boy, oh boy, were there lots. I mean, the synchronicities were phenomenal. The synchronicities were phenomenal. So it turns out that this girl, Lee, lives in a building. She recently moved into the building. And she'd been hearing about KCHUNG, I guess, but, had been wondering how the heck does she get up there? Well, how interesting is that her imagination towards this kind of thing actually manifested her experience of being up there at KCHUNG Radio. How cool is that? So awesome. So apparently, I think she probably saw the Wizard as he was walking through. She said she moved into that place about 2 weeks ago. And she's an artist. She's from Israel. What else do we got? Oh, she writes plays. And she actually put a couple on over at Sunspace. Because I was asking her where she puts her plays on. And I said, well, I said, Sunspace would be a good place. And all of a sudden she goes, I put on shows there. And I said, yes, of course you did. I mean, it was just like that. And she's talking about how she's doing this performance stuff now where she's reading poetry, basically, over trance music. So as the trance music plays, she's reading poetry over it. So we did a version of that. Live on the air. Improv, baby. So, in addition to having some wonderful improv masters on the show today, they were also highly conscious, highly vibrating cosmic beings. How beautiful is that? High vibrating cosmic beings. When they were on the show, and it was awesome to be able to plug into that idea, which was funny because Mike and I were talking about that earlier, about the community and what happens. A lot of vibration level raises when you got these folks who are, vibrating at that high level. So, let's see. At least we get something to drink. Fooled around and fell in love. Fooled around and fell in love. I fooled around and fell in love. Realized I really didn't need anything there. Thought I'd have a look around at their various energy drinks. Sometimes they got energy drinks in there I've never heard of before. So, how cool is that? We were talking about that earlier in the show. And the fact that this stuff, these synchronistic moments appear on the show is just equally as fantastic. Just equally as fantastic. Wow, man. So I am so excited. I'm so excited about how that episode turned out. I had the hotline going today. I had the phone lines open. I did get a call from someplace in California. However, it was not on the Inspirado Projecto hotline number. So I didn't pick it up. The cool thing about Google Voice, if you ever get a Google Voice number, which always helps, if you don't, say for instance, if you're kind of stuck in a strange position and someone's asking you, can I have your phone number? And you don't want to give your home phone number, you could always give your Google Voice. And there's no way for them to really trace you. So it's awesome. The Google Voice numbers are all over the place. For those of you looking at the, what is it, area code? Yeah, area code. For those of you looking at the area code, you can see that the hotline is based in Jupiter. The hotline is based in Jupiter. How cool is that? In the early days of Google Voice, you could pick a number that you could actually kind of pick out your own number. And what was awesome about that is that you could actually spell out a name, and then that would be your Google Voice number. So you could say dial 385-9 JoJo or something. I don't even know if that's right. But you catch my drift. It's always fun to spell it out. Spelling it out on the phone is always fun. It's always an extra added bonus because it's such an uncommon thing. I tried to do that for this number. No dice, baby. But we got a number from Jupiter. So, hey, I'm not complaining. Hey, I'm not complaining. We get inside. I'm going to heat up a tall glass of coffee. And I'm going to finish up my wedding video editing. Poor Jen twisted her foot while she was walking dogs the other day, so she's got this weird bruise kind of thing on her foot. She's been putting a hot pad thing around it, and also taking those Epsom salt baths, which, from what I understand, it relieves the pain. Any pain in your body, it will ease it. So that was a wonderful surprise. I'll be putting up actually, now that I think about it, you'll probably hear the episode from KCHUNG before you hear this episode. We'll see how it works. But thank you for listening. You've been great. You're a terrific listener. And kitties. Come on, kitties. Try to get in, baby. Look out, little guy. Look out, little guy. Look out. Kitties.
So the wizard plot of Jimmy Woods, who's got PTSD, he's hooking up with Corey, and Corey takes him to the Video Armageddon party. And there's a $50,000 grand prize, and so then they basically find out that Jimmy has this amazing innate ability to play video games. So it's that kind of 1980s cheeky but cool belief that a lot of kids had that they would become some great video game champion, and everybody wanted to become it, you know. So it's a cool movie. Other movies, I'll send in another message. Take care.
All right, it is 12:25 p.m. Today is, what is this? The 21st February. I'm now walking to all right, I'm now going to the Uber pickup location. I decided to do the, what do you call it, pool today. Going to Philly's house. They're gonna take me over to Philly Ocean's house. Then I'm going to he's taking me up to Disneyland. We're all going to Disneyland so we can have our testing out our I guess the driver's supposed to be here soon. I don't know if I'm at the right place. It's a rarity. Here? Maybe this is it. Here? Is this it? Zzz, this way. Wait, what? Morrison. Wait, what? What's happening here? All right, I think I'm at the right spot. Pretty sure I'm at the right spot. Okay, so the driver's showing up in a minute. Looks like I'm at the right spot. Okay. Okay. I don't know if that's the guy or not. Here. This is the spot. This is the spot. 1 minute. So it's crazy. It's crazy. We're gonna be playing at Disneyland. They're very, 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 very strict. Happiest place on earth is also one of the strictest places on earth. The happiest, you know what? If they redefined it as the happiest, strictest place on earth, I guess it's just strict for the employees. No, how about this? Disneyland. The happiest, strictest, most expensive place on earth. Maybe not most expensive. I don't know if this is my Uber driver or not. Hello. Hi there.
Worker?
Yes.
How are you today?
Oh, good. How are you today? It's a very, very comfortable car you got here. Yeah, it feels very sturdy. Very sleek. I like this. It's like a spaceship in here.
Brand new.
Huh?
Brand new.
Brand new. Wow. When did you get it?
For in the dealer. What I say in the Gelson market, you believe me?
Oh my gosh.
That's a dealer, buddy.
That's very good. You bought it in the Gelson market?
Yeah.
And
19.
so, wow.
19 years. Toyota Camry hybrid.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's-
So you save a lot of gas.
Per gallon, 50 miles.
Oh wow. That's incredible. Yeah, these hybrid cars, it's just they're so good because
That's
you know,
hybrid good for in the business, you know. For no
Yeah.
business, I don't know, what you drive lot, that's hybrid better.
yeah, because you're driving all over the place, and gas is very expensive
Very
these days.
expensive.
So how long have you been driving for Uber?
I think 1 year, maybe more.
Do you enjoy driving?
Of course.
Oh, you like driving? Oh, that's cool. I talked to some Uber drivers who just really love driving. They just like it. There's no problem.
No drive. You go home, nobody say, hey, come drive.
Yeah.
You don't like this job? No happy, you go home.
That's right. That's right.
That's good for other people.
Mm-hmm.
You have a lot of call.
Do you? What's the farthest you've taken someone? What's the farthest distance?
One time I take for San Diego, that's it.
San Diego. Holy cow. You know, I heard the same thing. I think I talked to at least 2 or 3 other Uber drivers who the farthest they've
but
gone was
that's the same
San
shit
Diego.
for you work here. 3 hours you go, that's way. After that you come empty, that's way. Same money. Almost all day you lose it.
Oh, yeah.
Or take it for $100 because that's all money he no give it for your company. He give a present for you.
So basically,
I think he give me for $110 or 100. I
wow.
don't remember.
Wow.
But you wanna drive, you know. I know like it cancel it phone call. Maybe this customer need it.
Yeah, very true. Very true.
Or I cancel, or I watch, oh, that Sunday I go too far, and maybe have an emergency call, you wanna go. I don't know. I never cancel it.
That's really cool because you don't, that's the fun thing with
You know that some people, you never know. Sometimes
Yeah.
you sit down, no say nothing, but you have or go over there.
Yeah.
You know, call Uber, you take a for bus or everywhere. Other travel, maybe work. But if you call it, you need it. Or you cancel it, I don't understand. You wake up for work, you go work.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter, you go San Diego, you go San Francisco. I drive it, for me nothing.
That is a great attitude. That's a
Yeah.
wonderful attitude. And I'm
know,
sure you meet
because
lots of interesting people.
Yeah, I think about it for I am customer.
Mm-hmm.
Because for why I ask you that one? Because some customers sit down or shit, I see 3 times me calling that everybody cancel it. I don't understand. He go 1 mile, doesn't matter. He go 100 miles, doesn't matter. You wanna take it.
Yeah.
Because you wake up, you sign up for in the Uber for you work. What do you know for? You know what? You get out of here.
What do you like to do outside of Uber? What kind of hobbies or talents do you have?
Or after that, after this job, which one my hobby?
Yeah, what do you do? Do you play music or paint?
I listen music.
Oh, you listen to music.
I listen music. I like horse. I
Ho-
like goats.
horses?
Horses.
You ride horses?
Yeah, I like
That's
horses.
incredible.
I like it.
Wow. So do you have your own horse?
No, I wish.
Where do you
Or I buy
go?
lottery, I buy horse and property for me. I like that animal. That's
How
very-
cool would that be, huh? Having a horse like the Old West. You got your
I
horse
like-
and just running
I can-
on the open plain.
That's my best hobby. I want to travel. But I have a lot of money. I never pay for 20 million for house. Never.
Yeah.
I buy small condo for in the ocean side, and that's it. I travel. Anytime. Or I buy, that's a big building. I no live over there. Or I pay money for what? Much better. That's money donation for help my friends.
Yeah,
Because
I
it's
love that
needed.
idea. Yeah.
Yeah, but I buy that building. Who cares? That's my friend over there hungry, or I want to sleep. I have this. Fuck this building. I don't like it. I think it's very different.
That's a
I
great
like
way of
help
looking
people.
at it. Oh, yeah, it's great helping people.
Yeah. Because you
Yeah.
know, you think about it. That's a like same situation. Nobody help you. You say,
Right.
This fucking crazy world. Everybody. Yeah, because I know help like if on the gambling, he take a drug too much. I never help. That's one. But I give a donation who have a medicine for take for this guy, and after he's coming real life.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I help that one, but I never put this, my friend for his gambling. I know for my son is gambling. I never give him 1 penny, never.
You know, I like the idea of following the golden rule. You treat others how you would expect to be treated, and I think, you
Yeah,
know, if everyone
because-
followed that rule, I think everything would be great.
For you help people, like you, I talking with you very nice I talking with you. For I help you,
Oh.
after that, you help for other people, you know?
Yeah.
You not think about it. Oh, this guy is giving me a hand. He helped me. I'd be happy. But after that, like change, you help other people. That's it. But when I
Yes.
feel bad for you, do you have nervous? You go home and they shut up. Your wife says nothing because you're nervous.
Yeah.
Because you're happy, you go, hi, honey, this is something wrong. It's okay, me fix it. That's a nice animal.
That's a wonderful way of putting it. Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
this
I
is
think-
where we need
yeah,
to go.
that's what.
Hey, thank you so
Okay,
much
nice
for the
talking
wonderful
with you, buddy.
conversation. You have a great day.
You
I
too.
love your
Nice
car.
talking for you.
Nice
Five
talking to-
star for you, buddy.
And what's your name?
Maximilian.
Hey, Maximilian. What a great
Thank you, I appreciate it.
great name. You take care, man. Take care. Wow, I didn't know they can review you. That's crazy. All right, well, there you have it. I guess I'm getting 5 stars. 5 stars. Good day. It's now February 22nd. Yachtley Crew had their first. Now, we have to be very careful with how we promote it. Disney is very, 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 very strict. For those of you who don't know, Disney's very, very strict. And here, I'm going to edit this wedding video. Well, first of all, here, you can get a little sample of what's going on with this wedding video I'm editing right now while I'm talking to you. Let's see. I think this is absolutely hilarious. There's this funny little speech the brother's giving. Well, let's see.
Diverted.
I want you to hear
Always
this.
there and you always answered. It could have been 2 in the
This is the one brother talking about his other brother who's getting married. This is really cool. I think this is really a funny story.
He's always our leader, being the older brother, and I can't think of a time in my life when I needed some advice or had a problem. Didn't matter if it was a homework question or what. Bobby was always there and he always answered. It could have been 2 in the morning, like the time I found my brother Jake passed out in our front yard. was after a night of partying, and I found him outside. I tried to get him to stand up. He wouldn't. I don't think he physically could. God forbid I wake up Mother Teresa. So I called my brother Bobby. And sure enough, he answered. And I kind of told him the situation. All he said was, put the phone in Jake's ear. So I bent down, put the phone in Jake's ear. I don't know what he said, but sure enough, a couple seconds later, Jake's getting to his feet. Crisis averted. So like Mr. Pewson said, Bob, thanks for keeping us out of trouble all these years.
So that's a piece of the wedding video I'm editing right now while I tell you the story. So yesterday, Yachtley Crew went to stage 17 at Disneyland to have a little rehearsal, get the make sure that all the sound was dialed in with their sound people. And so Disney is very, very, very strict. They have very strict policies on all kinds of stuff. And it is thanks to Grayson Brooke, who we had on KCHUNG. We did his, Yachtley Crew did his surprise birthday party. His wife Nicoletta Vanderloo, she's from Netherlands. Turns out she grew up with my buddy Chris LeCorman, who does all the sound on Bloody Bobby, Black Pumpkin. He'll be doing it for this next movie we're going to be working on with Ryan McGonigal, our production company, Twisted Tall Tale, in conjunction with Triangle Entertainment, which is Shada Maghaden's company. So we did the surprise birthday party, which actually you can actually hear elements of on the podcast. I'm not sure which podcast it is, but there's an episode of Inspirado Projecto where you actually hear the behind the scenes of the whole surprise party of when he enters the room. It was so cool. So turns out Nicoletta is she's the event coordinator for Disneyland, and she put in a good word for us. And now it turns out there's this wine festival that happens March through April, and Yachtley Crew's gonna be playing there right near the pier, which is totally appropriate for a yacht rock band. We'll be playing over there, California Adventure, starting March. It's gonna be the Sundays and Mondays. Now they're very strict with how we can promote this thing, so if you're listening to this, you'll notice I'm not even going to mention this in the tags or anything. Just Disney is very, 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 they're on it. You know, they keep their eyes on the social network stuff to make sure that no one's leaking anything. We certainly can't take any photos behind the scenes or anything while we're there when we actually do this thing. So, you know, backstage, I don't even think they're going to even let me podcast. So I'll have to podcast before the event and after the event, kind of talk about what happened. So yesterday, stage 17, we were in the stage. There were about 15 people there. It felt like American Idol. We had people to the left of us at the sound booth. There were about 5 sound engineers. And I don't know how many people on computers on tables in front of us. And Nicoletta stopped by to watch what was going on with our rehearsals. We did about 5 songs for them, and so that way when it comes time for us to play, everything's dialed in, everything's cool, everything's ready to rock and roll. And it was a really, really interesting experience. The experience got even more interesting once I realized they had coffee there. So I added some hot chocolate, powdered hot chocolate, to the coffee, and also some honey. Holy moly! The addition of those items to the coffee, wowie zowie. Man, that thing just knocked me out of the ballpark. I gotta tell you, I was so hyperactive. I had 3 of those. 3 of those. So delicious, which is great because it was cold there at the stage 17. which of course stayed 17. Add 1 to 7, you got 8. 8, my favorite number, infinity. Tip it on its side, you got infinity. So, poor Tommy's got a pretty bad... Actually, we all kind of have colds. Tommy was just barely able to move around. And just a mess. By the way, I had to go get this. Here, you can hear this. This is my Bang Potent Brain and Body Fuel Citrus Twist. This thing has 300 milligrams. 300. The guy who made this, who makes Bang Energy Drink, which, by the way, here, check it out. The guy who makes Bang Energy, he makes what is it? What do they call it? Like the powder, the workout powder stuff that you see at GNC and all that jazz. And so he makes like that powder, you know, for workout folks. And if you look on the Instagram page, you can see the CEO, the owner of this, man. He's like wearing a suit, business suit, and he's working out. It's so funny. And just a good, very good drink. So it's got a lot of workout elements to it. Creatine. I'm gonna read this. This is something that really perked up my. This is interesting. All right, so written on the side of this thing. So it's showing you the various ingredients here. I don't know if any of these match up with other energy drinks. I'm sure some of them do. It says here, stable, aqueous, amide protected, bioactive creatine species. U.S. patent number 8445466. Stable, aqueous, amide protected, bioactive creatine species. So, bioactive and species, that puts a question mark in my brain, because I'm like, it starts making me think of like a neat idea for a movie where like these people are making these energy drinks, but they're filled with, you know, they got these species in them. Maybe they're extraterrestrial in nature. So maybe the idea is that the extraterrestrials utilize this particular energy drink company or whatever it may be, food company, I don't know. And the reason why the people are so energized is maybe, I'm just spitballing here, is maybe these little creatures, like, I don't know, maybe they're somehow helping out with the body in being able to be more effective or something, you know, who knows, maybe the eggs hatch, and it all starts, you know, hundreds of these, you know, eggs are just, thousands, millions of these eggs are hatching within the people, and, you know, like growing out of the humans. So it's sort of, you know, you hear about that term, the Trojan horse. Maybe that's kind of like what it is. The Trojan horse itself is the energy drink, and then the soldiers hidden in the Trojan horse are the eggs, you know, or what have you. The creatures, the species inside of the drink or food, what have you. So that popped in my brain. I thought that was pretty interesting. So yeah, you'll know more about these circumstances as they unfold. We also have great news. We're having some really interesting meetings concerning the movie, the upcoming Kapow Intergalactic Film Festival. So much. So if you would like to be included on Inspirado Projecto, you can email me any sounds, send me an email to inspiradoprojecto@gmail.com, or you can always call the hotline, which I like to call Inspirado. You could call it Inspirado Comunicado, or even Inspirado Participado. Call the hotline, 561-203-9179. Once again, that is 561-203-9179. If you happen to be listening to this podcast with someone else in the car, go ahead. Call us up right now. Call us up right now. Here we go. You ready for the number? Call Jupiter. Call us. We are in Jupiter. Call us on Jupiter. 561-203-9179er.
Did I hear a niner?
Yes, you did.
Was that a niner?
Yes, you heard a niner. So,
There's no niner on my phone.
it's the number 9. And then we just add R, to the end of it.
I don't have a 9 with an R on my phone.
So, that's all for now, folks. And call us up. And when you call, that'll go, I'll be able to download your voicemail audio. And then I'll put it onto the podcast.
Can I send a poem?
Yeah, you can send a poem. You can send...
Can I send a song?
Yeah, you send a song. You can send a poem.
Can I send the sound of my baby laughing and speaking gibberish?
Yeah, you can do that too. Send in your audio, 561-203-9179, and we will include it on the Inspirado Projecto. And you can, and we will credit you. If you want credit, tell us what your name is on there, all right, that's all for now. You guys, thank you so much for listening. And just just be the best version of yourself. That's all we're asking. Just be genius. Just be genius by simply being the best version of yourself.
Well, how the hell am I supposed to do that?
Well, good question. I would say turn off your news right now. Turn off your television right now. And don't turn them on again. Don't turn them on again.
Well, how am I supposed to know what's going on in the world?
The most important world that you can focus on is the one that you bring with you personally. Moment by moment, millisecond by millisecond, wherever you go. Your reality is your reality. And your happiness, your joy, your excitement, your inspiration, all of that is what's most important. So the next time you're looking at news, actually, I just told you to shut off the news, so the next time you're in situations where things seem to be a little like, what's going on? Where's this friction coming from? Where's this resistance coming from? Where is this series of no's, series of killjoys, series of naysaying, where's this coming from? Where's it stemming from? And then you go, how does it make me feel? And if it doesn't make you feel good, go, why? Why isn't it making me feel good? And then you go in the opposite direction. Flip the coin over. And then you decide, then on, you go, what can I do? What can I say? What can I investigate? What can I listen to? What can I watch that inspires me? Because you know that wherever you go, you're going to be continuing to distribute that inspiration. Wherever you go. So, having said that, stay inspired. Be the best version of yourself. Look up YouTube videos that have to do with inspiration. Netflix, there's probably some documentaries on there about inspiration. Just keep it flowing, keep it growing, keep it glowing, ladies and gentlemen. Until next time, keep that in mind.